intro.
Welcome to the OlderNDumber podcast. This is Carter. Thanks for joining us all, little dipshits.
Oh my god. Welcome to the OlderNDumber podcast. We're three dumb idiots. We talk about shit and, talk about the world, and we try to live on this planet we call Earth.
My turn.
Welcome.
Welcome to the OlderNDumber podcast. This is Joey.
Your turn, May.
We're here with guests.
Welcome to the OlderNDumber podcast. This is my podcast, and I'm your host, May.
Oh my god.
You gotta do the thing. You gotta introduce the next
Holy
person.
shit.
Oh,
On your.
and on my...
There you
Oh
go.
my
I'm
god.
not gonna fucking do that.
Like an idiot sometimes. Although I am an idiot, so it kind of works out.
Did you eat a lot of paint chips when you were a kid?
That's so funny. Last time I heard that, I laughed so hard I fell off my dinosaur. Put that cookie down now!
That is the most real, authentic, hysterical laugh of my entire life because that is not a plan.
What's your record for consecutive questions asked?
Hallelujah! Holy shit! Where's the Tylenol?
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard.
All right, let's actually start. We'll get this going. I promise.
I thought we started.
We did. I don't know.
We've started 5 times.
I don't know anymore.
One more, for good measure.
How about we just introduce?
No, you got to do it right if you're going to do it.
Right.
The
We already
intro.
did it. We did it 5 times.
Do it right.
Welcome to the Older and Dumber podcast, about 3 dumb friends who just talk and shit about a bunch of stuff and try to live on this planet we call Earth. This is the Older and Dumber podcast. As
Why do you have
always,
to integrate shit into
Every
it?
time.
Every
it's
time.
it's just
It's not how that. It's not a good word to integrate
It's a bit
into our
now.
intro.
Oh my god, we dip shit all over everybody. This is the absolute worst episode we've ever made.
I disagree as the editor.
The best episode.
As always, we have the Cardboard King, not because of
Why are
magic,
you introducing
but
me
because...
that way? You're supposed to go to your right first.
No, that's never been the way.
You're supposed to go in clockwise.
He always introduces you.
Counterclockwise.
No, guest is always last. We've done it twice now.
I want to introduce the guest because I want to be to my right.
Oh my god. I'm gonna die.
I'm gonna have a great time editing this.
It's me.
I didn't mean
Hi, Ruttle.
Oh,
Cardboard.
you bitch. As always, we have the Cardboard King, Magic Lucky Extraordinaire Bastard, fucking hits Magic Carter. New movie coming to HBO.
Magic Carter 3.
Yeah,
The combining.
XXL.
and broken.
It's me, Carter. Thanks for having me, as always. It's a pleasure to be here. Artist extraordinaire, drawer of booba, drawer of eggs, Joey Schichtel, aka Snooty Mage.
Hey, how's it going, everybody? Good to be here. And of course, we have the man himself, the guy who shit his pants for real last night because he thought his Riot account got banned and his $3,000 in skins were lost.
Oh my god.
Voice of
$3,000?
Hunter
Probably
Taylor.
more than that, honestly.
I was not banned. I logged in. I fixed it. I did not
Hunter's-
lose everything. It's me, Hunter, the voice, the man, the guy. And I've been told that somebody else would like to introduce our guest we have today.
To my right,
Damn.
editor extraordinaire, maker of clips that will never be used.
I hate you.
It's May Lee. That's
your-
Xbox Elite
That's your
controller
Twitch
breaker.
name? Wait, what's your Twitch name? Isn't it May?
What is it?
It's May Lee?
Yeah, it's May Lee. That's why I said
It's
May
not.
Lee.
It's not.
What?
You guys call
That's
yourselves
what I
my
think it
friends?
is.
It's me, Allah.
Every
It's
time
not.
I get the notification, I'm like, May
It's
Lee.
Melia.
Oh.
Because that's my real name.
That makes
But it
a lot of
ends with
sense.
3 H's.
Yeah, well, it's me, May, your girl, the editor of this little brainchild.
One that suffers the most.
Yes, I agree.
Thank you for
You
taking the
can
time
tell.
to come do this. We know you needed to.
Yeah, of course. I mean,
Mhm.
I'm gonna be out of here for the rest of my life
Oh my
pretty
God.
soon.
That's so depressing.
It is. It really is. Every time she brings it up, I'm like,
She
cool.
gets to escape,
Cool.
and the rest of us are left behind.
I'm moving
Leaving us.
Where are you
with the-
moving?
back into my mom's house.
Oh shit! Let's
Yeah.
go!
World.
I got a Bumble message, guys.
Oh my
Nah, it's just make moves. It wants me to swipe. Play the game.
Play the game. Play the swipe game.
You know, we haven't shared the dating profiles on the Patreon.
I've been
yet.
asking you guys
don't-
to share the dating profiles.
don't
I
I don't
pulled
have
mine
dating
up.
profiles.
Yeah, you pulled yours up, but you didn't like screenshot all of
Okay,
it.
I didn't want to be the. I told you guys to give me them.
I also couldn't find mine. Remember? I'd have to
Yeah.
make one if we're
So
gonna
do
this.
it.
So make
do it for the
one.
podcast.
Do it for the vine. Do it for the vine.
That's fake though.
It is fake. It wouldn't be real. I'd have
Wouldn't
to
be a-
somehow find.
You have a dating
I don't.
profile. You told him about Muddle.
I told him about Bumble because I heard good things about it. I was like,
But
you
you
should use
haven't
Bumble.
used it?
No.
Carter's
I'll share mine.
I'll share mine.
Carter, as always. How was your week, bro? How you been doing?
Pretty good.
To win the contest.
I did not win.
Oh, that was judged this week. I thought you had like a while before you had to.
Oh, I didn't. That's not a contest where I'm involved. I shipped
You
it there.
were specifically involved.
Well, I wasn't like a part of the contest. I just shipped the entry in.
you shipped the Lost Ark out
I don't
to
know
top
if you've
men.
listened to recent episodes.
I've
'cause-
listened to all the episodes.
Okay, so we shipped out
Did
the
you
sculpture
just
today.
ask May if she's?
I don't know how
Oh
far
my
in advance
God.
she listens to them before she like tries to edit them. Like I don't know if there's.
Oh,
a
he is
backlog
talking about like
edited.
the last two that have been.
Yeah,
Oh,
the one where I
then
talked
no.
about the sculpture.
Yeah, she only
Okay,
listens to the
you're
ones she
good.
edits.
Yeah, there's a seismic sculpture from Cornell's seismic
the Ark of the
engineering
Covenant.
team. They make a
It's
building
like 8
out of
feet,
like balsa wood,
7 feet.
and then they send it off somewhere. This time it was Salt Lake City, and then it gets put on like a competition, and basically they try to break it with seismic activity, like man-made seismic activity.
Pretty cool.
Yeah,
So the
and if it does well,
competition-
they can win. But
So
the
you-
problem is they have to ship it there,
Mhm.
which
It could break in
it
shipping.
could break
Yeah.
in
And
transit.
if that happens, you're disqualified.
Yeah, apparently a lot of teams get disqualified just from.
You know what
not
this
making
reminds
it
me
there.
of on a larger,
Shipping
more
wise.
expensive scale?
The
Egg
project?
drops. Egg
Egg
drops,
drops.
baby.
I
Egg
loved
drop.
the egg drops.
Mhm.
I feel like if your sculpture is breaking in shipment, it was a pretty
Well,
shitty
it's meant-
sculpture to begin with.
The sculptures are meant to get compression from this way, not from this way.
Okay.
Right? Like they're designed to get like
Horizontal,
seismic activity.
horizontal, vertical, not
Vertical.
horizontal.
Right. Yeah, it's different. Anyways, we had to package this up and we used suspension packaging, which means we used dowels and we tied ropes, or not ropes, but they were like ribbons. And we suspended it in the middle of the box so it wouldn't move, because that's the main thing we're worried about, is it moving and hitting the sides of the box. Different competition. Past week, I went to a Magic tournament down in Binghamton.
Mhm.
I came 10th.
Yeah, you got fucked. You were home so early.
10th out of 50. It's pretty good.
That's
Respectable.
okay.
Respectable.
Top 10.
$1 million poor.
The highlight of my day, though, here's a story. This is a great story.
Okay.
I beat a Magic Pro, which is like an actual pro Magic player that gets paid to go to tournaments and stuff like that. He's won 2 Pro Tours, and he's been top 8 at a bunch of GPs. Top 8ing is what you want to do. Top 8ing is good. I beat him, and I was super happy. And then after I
Sounds
went
like
home,
that guy's washed up.
Yeah.
yeah, washed up. I'm just terrible.
He
at-
wasn't even
yeah.
in the top 10.
Yeah.
He wasn't, because I dream crushed him. So if I topped 8, I would have gotten like $250 in in-store credit,
But you didn't.
but I didn't. The funniest part about the story is after the tournament, when we were going to get speedies, I was like, oh, I know this person's name. And I don't pay attention to Magic Pros that much. I just pay attention to the game. So I went home, or I went to the speedy shop, and we were ordering, and I was like, shit, I know this person's name. Why do I know this person's name? I scrolled through my texts with my dad, and he was like, hey, do you know this Magic Pro? He's my girlfriend's ex-husband.
Nice.
Like months ago. Like months ago, he sent me this.
Small world.
And I was like, no, I mean, thanks for trying to connect, Dad, but like, I don't know every Magic player that's ever played the game. But then I was like, I texted him. I was like, holy shit, you're never gonna guess who I just beat in a game of Magic the Gathering. And like, we had this whole conversation, and he was like, yeah. He texted his girlfriend, and he was like, yeah, my son's winning and I'm winning. And I was like, that's so cringy, Dad. I had a lot of fun.
I'm so happy you made Hunter's dad happy.
Yeah, it's really, I try to keep a good relationship with Hunter's dad.
He enjoys it. He appreciates when you
yeah.
when you make him happy.
That was my week. It was pretty good.
Whoa.
How was your week, Joey?
It was pretty good.
Oh,
Boba Fett finally came.
That did happen this
Yeah.
week.
I got
Watch
my.
our
It took him a few
I got
hours,
my
but he
Hot
really
Toys.
worked it out.
Got my hot dude. Boba goes all night. Got my Hot Toys Boba Fett finally though. My $500 action figure has arrived.
Is that the one you got off eBay?
No,
that's the
no,
one you
no.
ordered from.
Yeah,
the site,
I
right?
pre-ordered it back in February, and it just
Right.
finally came. But it was a 2-pack, so I got him in the Tusken robes, and I got him in the Mando season 2 like scuffed up armor.
That's cool.
And the weather was nice, so I got to go outside and take him out and take pictures with him and Mando.
Take him on a walk.
Yeah, took him out for a walk. My dog was like, "Play frisbee with me." I was like, "Fuck off! I'm taking pictures of my toys." So that happened. I'm catching up on commissions. That was the stack of commissions from before we went to Florida, but those are getting done finally, which means I can start eggs. Anything else this week? I don't think so. Oh, I booked my cabin for my next trip down to Florida. So
How
going
many
down
trips
there.
to Florida are you taking
Going down
this
there
year?
with my sister and nephews to go to Universal in July.
So that's 4 times this year you're going?
Yeah. We go back down in October.
Yep. We're gonna go to Epcot so we can ride the Guardians ride.
Yeah, and go to Halloween Horror Nights because they have Evil Dead.
Yep.
Your Epcot's the baby one for babies.
Well, if they're gonna do the Last of Us one,
I heard.
Wait, what did you just say?
There is The Last of Us at Halloween Horror Nights this
Yeah.
year as one of the haunts. Yeah.
So here's the
I
thing.
guess you might have to go.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
So we'll
that's amazing.
Yeah,
keep you informed if you want
Yeah.
to go down to Halloween Horror Nights with us.
Here's the thing that
It was
doesn't
cool
make sense.
last year. I'm not a huge horror person, so I was fucking scared.
I'm
You guys are
fine,
ridiculous.
but I'm fine with haunted houses,
Love haunted
which
houses.
doesn't make sense to me.
When I go in haunted houses, I unlock this scream that I'm not capable of
I'm
reaching when in normal life.
So does
I'm
Hunter.
Stone-faced.
I
I'm
wasn't
Stone-faced. I
screaming.
walk right through. I'm like,
It was so funny. They had a Texas Chainsaw last year, and we took forever to get into that one. It was like an hour and a half line
well,
to get
this
in.
is the
way
last
longer.
one we did.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
like
and,
It was
uh,
way longer than an hour. It was like a 3-hour wait.
We got behind these like
Hunter
two
was like,
college
"You fucking
girls.
stupid. I fucking Hunter,
It was so long.
And I was like torturing them. So we'd go and like every time Leatherface would jump out, I'd be like, "Get him, Leather, cut him up." It was so fun.
The only time I got scared was at the end of that house when I thought the house was over and
Oh, and
I
he
was
came out with the
walking out
chainsaw?
and he came out with the chainsaw and I was like, "What's happening? Where am I?"
So you don't like being scared, but
She liked
haunted
haunted
houses
houses.
do nothing?
Yeah, they do nothing. I walk right through
Okay.
because it's in my like it's real, but it's not like I know it's not.
Have you ever been to the one where they can like grab you
Yes,
and
don't
you're
know.
you're fine?
I'm fine
Those are fucking
because
terrible.
they can't do anything. Like they legally can't like actually do anything.
This guy's thinking about laws the whole time.
Yeah, that's just go
He's
and
the
have
financial
fun.
guy. That's all he
all
cares
it takes
about.
is the one psycho that's actually in the
Yep.
house. And you're dead. I was making a knife motion.
At least
by
my
the way.
family will get a nice payout from the haunted house.
But yeah, that's my week in a nutshell. So let's go over to the voice actor himself and see if he landed any gigs this week for Overlord Abridged.
I did not get any of the Overlord
Oh my God.
Bridge stuff. I really wanted it, but I didn't get it, and that's kind of the fucking story of my life lately. But no, it was really good.
Name for stuff you don't want,
I should. And then I won't get as sad when I don't get it. That's a good
but
point.
you'll get them because you don't want them.
Yeah.
It's like Ted from that movie where he gets goes into the supermarket.
Oh
interview
yeah, and he's
he
like,
fucking-
"You're a bitch," and he's like, "You're
You're a
hired."
bitch.
No, yeah, so I did that last week and I didn't get any of those, but I did this week. I did some voice stuff for Digimon, which was pretty
Digital
cool.
Monsters.
Digital Monsters.
I
So
hear they're the champion.
they are the champions. I auditioned for that stuff, which was pretty cool. I did one of the trainers, but the other trainers I was kind of like,
I don't think
meh.
they're called trainers.
Isn't that what they're called?
I think they're called something else.
Someone can correct me.
Pokemon are trainers, but
They're trainers, yes.
you
but
don't really
even
like
partners.
train your
The
Digimon.
human partners. That's what the partner, whatever. The human partners. I auditioned for.
Digidickers.
Oh my god.
That's what Joey draws. Digidickers.
All right, my week's over, mate. No. I auditioned for one of the humans, which, the other ones I didn't really connect with. But all the Digimon, every fucking creature, I auditioned for every single one of them. So that was really fun. I got to yell out special attacks, which was cool. One of them was, it was called
They're
Loud.
called tamers.
Sure. Did you just go Google it?
I did.
I got to do. So I screamed out this one special attack called Lava Loogie. That was pretty fun. I was like,
That's your fucking
Lava Loogie.
Digimon move. They're probably fucking in their Jenko jeans. And...
this Digimon looks like an ice cream cone.
Holding
It was pretty
3
fun.
guns. Just like, we're Digimon, we can have guns.
And then I did this one villain, Orcamon is what his name was or something. And
That's
it was
on
like,
the nose.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, he looked like an orc. So, but his special attack was
I'm an orc.
No, it was pummel whack. So it was like pummel whack. So that was pretty
Nice.
fun. Yeah, that was cool.
Wednesday was the best part of your week.
Wednesday. What did I do Wednesday?
Oh my god.
You forgot about
the
it already.
insult.
What did I do Wednesday? I
They just
can't
snap
recall.
looked over to me.
See, and the reason why I didn't want to mention it because I wanted to mention it during May's wrap up and see.
okay.
Yeah, so
Oh,
we'll get to it.
okay. You wanted to get her.
Well, because it's her first time. You know?
Oh no.
Anyway, no, the actual thing I want to talk about and is a subtopic is I had an old friend come and visit me this week at the store.
Oh, that sucks. I'm
No,
sorry.
It didn't suck. I hadn't seen this friend in a long
Person
time.
listens
and
to the podcast. He's a fan.
he does. He's a fan. He listens.
I don't believe it.
Now they know you're an asshole, Carter.
I don't know if he
If
wants.
they haven't gotten that by now, like I don't know
my
what to
God.
tell you, man.
Let's just
because-
call him R,
That's fine. We can call him R.
but different from Carter's R.
Like a pirate R.
Yeah, this is R.
But yeah, no. So R came and visited me, and I hadn't seen him in.
No. R came to visit
visit
you.
you.
R came and visited me, and I hadn't seen him in a long time. And the reason why he came and saw me, well, not the reason, but we were catching up. But he had a kid, and or he just recently had a baby.
His,
and,
I hope.
Yes. Yes. It's his mini me. And
I hate that.
he came and visited him and his significant other, and which I had met her for the first time, and I met his kid, and man, that kid's cute as shit. Very, very, very cute kid. Most babies, well, no, that's a lie. Not most babies. Some babies are fucking ugly, bro. And I'm sorry, people who
Look
have
like
fugly
weird
babies.
ass little turtle mutants.
Yeah, I'm sorry if you got a fugly baby. I feel bad for you. They'll grow out of it, I'm sure.
Some
Maybe.
Maybe.
don't. Some don't.
Some don't. The reason why I brought it up is because it felt so weird. Like it feels like, and time flies by because fuck time. But it just feels like, a week ago or like a month ago, me and him were in the basement of his house, playing fucking video games and drinking quote sodas and
Quote sodas. My favorite.
and like
Branded.
just like
TM
and
pending.
talking about stupid shit like just dumb shit that makes like middle schoolers and high schoolers laugh, like just fucking like farting and talking about stupid shit. Like it just felt so weird that he had a kid and that he was a dad. And even he was like, I didn't even really realize I was a dad until he was born. And I wondered if the rest of you had anybody that's your age that you knew from childhood that had a kid.
Yeah.
That's happened like a
Yes.
million
Yeah.
times to me now.
Really?
Well,
Dude,
Joey's
my,
old as
my
fuck,
sister,
so
who's
it's
like
like-
10 years older than me, that has kids that are like 10 years old, that'll make you feel old.
Oh yeah, and my sister has kids too, and that didn't do it for me. It was just that like
The realization of someone that you thought was your peer.
Yeah,
has
and
gone
like-
out
and
made
now
something
he's-
of themselves.
and now
I'll do
he's a
you one
dad.
better. I'll do you one better. Not your peers. All right, here we go. We're cracking into my life.
Do
All
it.
right.
the egg has been cracked.
My ex-girlfriend
Mm.
had a kid while we were together, and
Mm?
spoiler, it wasn't mine. But yeah,
Holy shit.
I definitely know a lot of people who are younger than me who have kids right now, and thank God, like my best friend has 2 kids,
Mhm.
and those kids changed her life for the better. Like she was in a
Okay.
really, really terrible place, and now she's like doing really well for herself, and she's made all these incredible changes in her life, and having those kids absolutely saved her. And here I am working at GameStop.
Yeah.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that.
There's
first of
nothing
all.
wrong with that,
Hold
but
on.
I just feel like like you said, fuck time. But I feel a little lost in my life because I feel like a lot of people have these full-time jobs. People we're getting married. I'm going to 2 weddings next week. Like,
Mhm.
and I'm just here.
existing.
I mean, not that that's a
Existing.
bad thing.
No,
like,
it's
you know,
not
like
a bad thing,
Hey,
but it's
it's a
definitely
little bad thing.
It's like
confusing.
a room of people who are just existing
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
and that's fine.
I mean,
like,
maybe you guys.
it just
are,
it
but-
felt weird, like just someone who like just someone you did stupid shit with, and you're like, you're a dad now.
Yeah.
Like it's just it was. I mean, I love the guy. I love our best friend growing up, and I was like, man, that's crazy. But then I was like, man, when am I gonna be a dad? And am I ever gonna be a dad? Like, it was just. I mean, we have had this conversation. I want to be a dad. I do. I want kids for sure. What about the rest of you? Really, it's May. I wanted to know how she feels about. She's the guest.
Okay. I definitely like my sister has kids and her daughter looks exactly like me when I was a kid. Like I think my sister stole a piece of my hair off my pillow and cloned me. And I look at her, I'm like, yeah, I want a little mini me, but also like I'm terrified of children. They're fucking loud and annoying. And also like I'm autistic, so I don't really want. There's the risk of me passing that down if it was my biological kid. I'm gay, so who knows? But there's that risk of me passing it down, and I don't know if I could handle another autistic kid, especially if it was, I hate this term, but they have like the low functioning, high functioning. That needs to be eliminated like years ago. But like, I don't know if I could handle that. That's a lot of things, like the screaming, the melting down. I don't know. But the idea is great. And but also like I'm 25, but I'm a kid, so I don't really see myself taking care of something else because I can't even take care of myself.
Yep. That's
Well, that's
the
why
next part I was
like
gonna
your
get to, too.
friends might be in a better place because either
Those
you,
motherfuckers can't take care of this
either,
either.
no, but either you like you actually get yourself in a better place when you have kids, or you're fucked. Like it's two opposites extreme. Like you're never really prepared for it. I don't know because I don't have fucking kids.
Some people
But like, yeah, but like either you're gonna fail super hard if you're already in a bad place, or you're gonna fucking be a badass. Yeah.
The funny thing is, like, you can think you're totally prepared and then still fail.
Yeah, that's usually what happens if you over prepare. That's why I never prepare for anything.
Oh my god, and nothing ever. But yeah, I don't know. It's just something that happened to me this week, and it I don't know. It made me. I don't know if it made me think about my life. It just was like I was like, man.
No, you definitely thought about your life a little bit.
I mean,
evidenced by this podcast conversation for the last 20 minutes.
I mean, it's not like I was like, I don't know. It was an interesting thing, and I was just like, man, I haven't seen him in a long time, and I was like, man, I just don't know. I don't know. I feel like I could be a dad, but right now I'm like you said, I barely can take care of myself. How am I going to take care of a smaller me? But
yeah, you DoorDash a lot. I don't know.
I DoorDash.
It's gonna get really
my kid would have a
expensive really
DoorDash
quick.
pass card where he could just click it like an Amazon button and you order whatever.
That kid is. I don't want to meet that kid.
Kids will be so that was my week, really. I mean, I just the
Hunter
audition
had
stuff,
an
and
existential crisis.
Yeah. He bought a motorcycle and dyed his hair.
then guest May. How was your week?
My week was easy going. I applied to a couple jobs.
For when you leave us.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
For when I leave you. My best friend came home from California, so I picked her up from the airport, and
She's got to be happy to be out of there.
Yeah. Well, she had the audacity to say that she was a California gal now, and I almost slapped the shit out of her. That's absolutely not okay.
You're New Yorker.
You're a New Yorker.
But I'm doing a lot of drone stuff. Trying to get my pilot's license for unmanned drones because I want to be a real estate photographer.
You want to airstrike?
Oh, you have to have
She
that
wants
to be able to
be like
a predator drone.
Yeah. You do need to
That's like
have.
Call of Duty.
Yeah. You do need to have the real estate or the drone license to do real estate drone real estate photography.
What if somebody's just like, do you mind doing this for me? Like, do you have to have that license for them to use it?
No, but it's also super helpful. Well, if there's any liability and you don't have the license,
You crash the drone through the house. Yeah.
But
Sure. Okay.
there's also like having that license is like
Open
a security. Like you'll get way more money just for having
Yeah.
it, but you also have to pay way more money to get it. So I don't know. One day
Makes sense.
I played Starfinder with you guys on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's talk about that. Yeah, what's that? Whoa. Let's talk about that for like 40 minutes. What is that? What'd you do? What?
So I keep calling it a D&D thing, but Nora keeps yelling at me. She keeps saying that it's not a D&D thing,
It's a
May.
D&D thing. Fuck Nora, whoever that is. I don't give a fuck.
It's a
That's D&D thing.
TTRPG.
That's what she keeps telling me to say.
It's perfectly
okay.
acceptable to be
No,
like,
she
this is a
said,
D&D
It's
thing.
not a D&D thing. It's a tabletop RPG. That's what I learned today.
TTRPG.
That's what I learned this week.
promise it's not demons. It's just a TTRPG.
But yeah, that was my first ever experience with any sort of tabletop RPG. It was definitely new, interesting. I did hear through the grapevine that the game is only as good as your DM. So I feel very
as your group.
fortunate.
Set your expectations low.
No. I feel very fortunate.
I'm sitting right here.
Well, Hunter is a really good storyteller, and he's got the voices, and I kind of want to hear his radio dramas because he's good at what he does.
I've gone, like, it's group as well.
Yeah.
It's very group dependent.
Garner
No, I'm
instantly was
serious.
like, "Fuck you, Hunter."
No,
take you
good
down.
DM. You're a good DM, but it's also like you can have a mediocre DM, like a medium DM, but like if the
Have
group
players
is good,
elevate it.
yeah, and also
He's
the
not wrong.
DM in certain groups, like Hunter is probably not the right DM for some other groups. Like it's very like Goldilocks trying to find out what works with
pick
what.
my players, and I really only like DMing for specific
Yeah, like I
people.
was like, May, really?
Oh,
Like,
okay.
No, I knew.
Yeah,
I knew that May would like this
Or
shit.
it's like, what is
and I
this,
knew
a
that she could
GameStop
probably get into
RPG?
it.
Yeah,
This is dumb.
stupid.
Well, don't set your expectations too high.
You
For
did
me.
fine.
I thought you did fine your
Oh,
first session.
thank you.
But session 1 is like, let me just hold your hand, little
Yeah,
baby.
okay.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
but even on session 1, I still think she wasn't one of those people where like we sat and made your character and we're like, this is how you're gonna play your character, and then they instantly didn't play it like that. She did. She played her character how we created the
yeah,
character.
but you made your character like the easiest to play.
Okay,
like,
well,
when
I've
you
never
first
done this
start.
shit
That's all I'm saying.
before.
Like you
my
were like,
God.
oh, I'm a shut-in that like doesn't like anyone.
Easy peasy.
Hey,
Don't have to talk to
Easy
you.
peasy.
It's
Don't
like
have
real
to
life.
talk to anyone.
It
My
just means you're
character-
gonna. It just means your character arc's gonna be fucking huge.
Yeah,
So anyway, but yeah, it was your first session. You had a good time.
I did have a good time. Yeah.
Cool. I definitely. I'm really happy about it because, and I told Joey the other day. I'm really happy to be running it because my first ever game I campaigned was like a sci-fi. It was Mass Effect or the RPG,
Whoa,
and it was
crazy. I know. Mass Effect.
Mass Effect?
I-
Hunter?
What?
No.
I love Mass Effect. No, but it was like the best time I ever had DMing. So doing Starfinder, I feel like I'm gonna put a lot into, and I'm just gonna really enjoy it for a long time because it's my favorite genre to do.
I don't know if you know
We
this.
played
but
a lot
Hunter
of
and our
games.
group, the group that we play with a lot, we've been playing for 5 years,
In
4
the
years.
same campaign?
Multiple campaigns. That's funny because Hunter never finishes his campaigns, so there
Oh my
can't
God.
be.
2. There has been one campaign we didn't finish, and the second one we are having scheduling problems. Right
because
now.
you never take any initiative to schedule things.
Oh my God! Because
We
there's
didn't
so
finish Mass
many.
Effect either.
What?
Mass Effect
hypothesis is
Okay,
correct.
Mass Effect didn't end because of the players, not because of me.
Interesting.
First of all.
Huh. Interesting.
You know what?
It was scheduling conflicts.
Check.
And that's the death of all campaigns is scheduling.
Yeah. It's
Are we
Hunter,
gonna
I
finish
agree.
ours?
No.
That's yes. As long as we continue to make sure we play every Wednesday, we should.
As long as we're all committed equally and we all have interest in it.
we took a good portion to talk about Starfinder. How was the rest of your week, May?
That's pretty much it.
You press F to pay respects to your controller.
Okay, so
Forgot about that.
it's not broken.
Mm.
Okay.
That
I
was
heard.
not
I
convincing.
heard that it exploded.
So for all you people who don't know, I got an Elite controller. I made the switch from Scuff to Xbox Elite, which it
Best
took a
decision
minute
ever.
to get used to it, but it's actually very, very good. The downfall of Xbox Elite controllers
Is that they explode.
They explode.
Right.
The buttons are all magnetic. Okay, so if I slam it on my desk,
Which you shouldn't do.
if I slam it on my desk, it's not my fault. It's the games. Call of Duty, never play it. It's terrible.
Yeah, it's a dog shit game for
Dog
babies.
shit game.
Baby game for babies.
Dog shit game for dog shit people.
Damn.
By the way, speaking of dog shit people, GameStop sells Cronuses. I'm so disappointed
oh my
in them.
God, yes.
But so I don't like throw it. I just I hold on to it and I slam it against the desk.
You like beat your
Oh
desk.
yeah,
You're like,
I fucking
yeah.
I start losing my absolute mind, slamming it multiple times. And the other night I was playing Rebirth. So apparently,
Rebirth. Oh, I love
I am a
Rebirth.
Rebirth player. Rebirth
Rebirth's
is so
great.
good.
It's the best thing
It's
they
the
come
best
out with
thing
the next
ever. But
These
I am a
motherfuckers
very
don't know what they're
it's
talking
ridiculous.
about. Rebirth is great.
They only showed up on COD for
play
Godzilla vs
whatever.
King Kong.
Which was the
That was
best.
the most dog shit mode we've played in the
well,
last 2
I disagree.
years.
I'm a huge
Godzilla
They didn't
Godzilla.
fight. They played it in the trailer.
I agree with you, but
Godzilla and King Kong was the absolute
yes,
best.
it was very fun. They didn't fight, you're right, but it was a fun change of pace. But I am usually a Rebirth player, and I'm very competitive, so when things aren't going my way, I start to lose my fucking mind a little bit. So I just gave it a couple love taps against the desk, and all of the magnetic buttons just went in every different direction.
Oh my God.
And the controller's not broken. All of the buttons went back on, but there's like a little clicking in the left like handle. And I got the fucking warranty because I'm not an idiot.
There
so
you
now I
go.
just want a new controller.
Hi, I'm Hunter, and you're listening to the Older and Dumber podcast. What? What do you mean they can't see me drawing the logo with the wand? Podcast? You can't handle the podcast. Older and Dumber. It's in the podcast.
That's not the line, Hunter. You're supposed to be talking about how people can sub on Patreon for early episodes.
Oh, right. Yeah, no, yeah. We're gonna be the best podcast. Believe it. Well, that's just great. It's Older and Dumber, man. It's Older and Dumber.
Hunter, no, stop. The line is, you can get access to exclusive content and behind the scenes. Now give me another one.
Exclusive? What do we do that's exclusive? Dipshit bots. Transform and roll out.
Luke, you are my dipshit.
Hunter, we've been here for 4 hours. Just tell people how they can become dipshits and sub on patreon.com/olderandumber. That's N-dumber, not and.
I love it when a podcast comes together.
Happy Jurassic Park Day!
Kenobi Day.
Of course.
Kenobi Day was Wednesday.
Yeah, that already happened. I just watched it before I came here, though.
It was pretty good. It was probably my favorite episode out of the batch so far.
No, my
The
favorite
only
episode
part
was
that
the
I
last
hated
episode. Are you allowed to
was-
tell us? Spoilers.
Yeah, you're
Wait,
gonna
have you
spoil
watched
it.
it?
Oh, yeah,
I've
spoiler.
seen it, but
Everybody's
what about
seen
You're
it.
gonna spoil
What
it for
about
the
the
audience.
audience?
Spoilers. Wee.
We can't timestamp this and skip ahead. You think we have an editor?
Anyways, the trench coat part where Leia's hiding under
That
the trench
shit was
coat.
so
That was
fucking
fucking
funny.
tilting. I was like, what is happening right now? But other than that, I liked the episode. I thought
think
it
that
was
was the only
cool.
part
There
I
was a
saw.
lot of like cool references in the
The
spoiler part.
The tomb?
Some
Way to spoil it, you
missed
fuck.
We
opportunities.
literally, we
This
can
is what-
bleep. We're talking.
It
it
was.
bleep.
Just bleep it.
You guys are asking a lot from me right now.
Meg,
while
can you
sitting
cut the
here.
spoiler?
I
talk?
thought it was a good episode.
It was a good episode. My favorite episode so far, though, was the last episode.
The one where he gets like
The third one?
fucked.
Yeah.
Okay.
beat down. Yeah.
Yeah. The shit was good.
That was
That
good too.
was Vader is one of the
One thing Disney Star Wars has done right since they got Star Wars.
It was Vader.
Vader.
Yeah.
He is the greatest villain of all time. He's so bad. He's like
He's a bad bitch.
He's a bad bitch, but
Yeah.
also he's a fucking asshole. He don't give a
Yeah.
fuck.
He's a drama queen.
He's terrifying.
I think Disney has done a few things right with Star Wars. Like Mandalorian was a huge success. That
I
was really
agree.
good. I thought that Solo
was-
was a good movie.
Never watched it.
I like
Hunter's
Solo.
mad at
I
me.
thought
Solo's
Solo
good.
was good. It was very underrated and was actually a good heist movie. I thought
Yes.
it was good. What was the other one where they all
Rogue One.
died? Rogue One. Yeah.
That was
Phenomenal.
phenomenal.
I thought it was good. I didn't like it though.
Why?
This is
Because I already knew what was gonna happen.
Well, yeah, you watched the fucking
You're not watching it
prequels,
to see the
middle
ending.
quals, and
I
the
know.
you
end.
know
I
what's gonna
watched
happen
it.
to Anakin at the end of the prequels.
There was nothing like the only thing new, like because they in the prequels they told a new story. Rogue One, they didn't really give us any. The only information we got from the story that was new was about
I'm one
like
with the Force, and the Force is with me.
was in the vault. That's the only place where we got new information, which was what I liked about the movie a lot. Is that in the vault they gave us a bunch of like keywords of like projects the Empire was working on, and those have almost all of them have come to us in new shows and stuff.
Sure.
which I really liked. It gave us new information. But if you don't have anything new to tell, why are you making a story?
It's an independent. It was just really fucking good. I think you're wrong.
Didn't you love knowing how they actually got the plans? Like,
No.
that was dope. Whatever.
This is the same bitch that's over here being like, I can't wait for the new Lord of the Rings show.
Yeah.
No, I thought people. I said that I watch it, and I think people are giving it too much hate. We haven't seen it.
You
yet.
said
I said
you were
I'm-
so excited. Play
I'm
the
excited
tape,
to
man.
watch it.
Play it back.
I'm excited to watch it, and I think people are giving it too much hate, but like before seeing it. Like, I didn't not go see Rogue One. It's fucking Star Wars. Of course, I'm excited to see it.
Yeah.
I watched it, and I loved watching it, but I didn't
you
think
did.
like
I
it
think you're a
added
liar.
anything to the story.
So what about the Disney movies then? The last installation of Star Wars.
I
What did
thought they
you-
were better than people thought. The first one was a nostalgia fest. It didn't really like add like it added stuff, but it wasn't there to drive a story home. It was there to get people excited about Star Wars again. It did do that. The second one I thought was better than people like it was.
Hated that one.
I didn't really like it because
haven't
of
even seen the
how
last one.
drastically they
We'll get
fucked
to that.
Luke's character.
I agree.
Because Luke was my boy. He's like my nostalgia. Is like Luke was my hero growing up.
Why
like,
do you
my
think he
character in the
got
story.
fucked?
They really did him dirty.
No, they did him dirty. He was like,
Yeah.
fuck this lightsaber, I don't give a fuck. And then he was like, I almost killed my fucking nephew.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck, Luke? He was supposed to be like Legends Luke was it for me. Like, he was like, I'm a sage.
So
I can't get
from
into this with
a
you.
filmmaker's perspective, like I really liked the first one. I thought you're right. They did want to bring a lot of excitement to Star Wars.
It was
I thought
safe.
it was safe. I thought it was really well made though. Also, a lot of people hate on Rey. I think
She's
that
fine.
They
Daisy
did a great
Ridley.
job establishing those three characters. In that
Yes,
Yeah.
Daisy Ridley is an amazing actress. I watched her audition tapes, and that bitch started crying, sobbing during the entire torture scene. They called cut, wipes the tears. She's like, "All right, so are we going again?" And I just like that acting range is so amazing to me. But Hunter's right. I did not watch the last movie
I
because
thought it was good.
You thought it was good.
I thought it was better than people expected.
I am just so
I-
disappointed
yeah.
in the way that Disney's going that I was just like, I'm not gonna watch this. But I did manage to avoid all spoilers. I stopped talking to my friends about Star Wars. I stopped going on Twitter. I like muted when the last movie came out. I muted all
We
Twitter
got her,
like
guys.
things. They fucking got me. I'm sitting here editing this fucking podcast and I'm listening to you guys talk. I'm like, okay, I know most of this. It's fine. And then out of the fucking blue, Joey goes, well, they killed Ben Solo. And I'm like, what? They did what? Like, I managed to avoid that for years. And in my mind, I was just happy not knowing what the fuck happened.
Well, you
'Cause-
know, we're past the spoiler.
They
yeah,
gave-
thanks.
Okay, they gave a lot of shit to that movie when it came out, but I thought it was a lot like
Yeah, you should
I
definitely
thought
give
it
it a
was
chance.
good. Like,
to
I
watch
didn't
for
think
sure.
it was as bad as people thought it was. I liked the ending. Besides, I wish they had given more time to Rey to become like herself.
I don't even want to
MacGuffins.
talk about Rey. Rey? She goes, yeah, my name's Rey Skywalker. No, the fuck it isn't!
Yeah,
You're
that
not
was super
Rey
cheesy.
Skywalker!
Also, I think I wish they had given her more time to like train and more build up to that because it definitely felt like she is the hero, so she needs to be powerful.
Okay, well,
Like,
she can be powerful. She's a fucking Palpatine.
That's what I thought was a cop out. I wish she
Partial
wasn't.
Palpatine.
I wish
I
she
just
wasn't.
wish they had left her parents as nobodies.
Yeah. So
I'm
someone,
with Joey on that.
I read a lot of their production notes because I'm a fucking nerd.
Hey.
So towards like the end, they had kept changing the script even well
Oh, yeah,
into
dude.
production.
So
I mean, if
many.
they had kept the same director all the way through.
Yeah,
That's
also
another
true.
problem with
but
the
like
trilogy.
changing things like that also, like Daisy Ridley had been like, yeah, I didn't even know who I was until I shot the fucking scene
Yeah.
5 times differently. Like that's also
Yep.
shitty.
You can't do that. Like, it
No.
makes it fake. Like,
Yeah.
you can't really be a character and play out your character to the best fruition if you don't know what your character
Yeah, because they
is.
ran the script. They ran it where her parents were nobodies, and they're like, well, the Force can be within anyone. It doesn't matter who your parents are. And then they were like, what if she's a Skywalker? And then they were like, we're going with the Palpatine thing. Fist bump, it's real. And then they were like, what if we just fucking combined our last 2 ideas? She's a Palpatine, but she's also a Skywalker, which you're not fucking... the Skywalker bloodline ended, done, died with Ben. Which fuck that. Like that's it.
Okay, do you care about spoilers?
Well, I guess not anymore.
No, but seriously, do you want to get are you?
Tell me.
We have
What do
this
you-
conversation.
So in the end of the movie, Rey brings Ben back to life, but then Ben brings Rey back to life because she dies from like force exhaustion.
Yeah.
Or like she uses
There's
this
a-
power that's
Wait a
never-
minute.
Okay, she
What?
life transfers him to bring him back to life, and she dies because of it. But then Ben brings her back to life and
Runs
transfer.
over, oh no, you're dead.
And
I'm
then
gonna have to watch this movie.
Right.
What the fuck? These
Okay.
writers had no idea what the fuck they were doing.
It's wild.
I wish that she brought him back to life and she stayed dead.
Yeah.
And Ben was the one left with the fucking check in his hand.
Because then
being
the
like,
Skywalkers
I
live
just-
on.
Well, not
And then he
even
has to
that,
deal with
but he has to
everything
deal with what he's
Kylo's
done.
done.
Like, he's brought the galaxy back into strife. I think that storyline would have been a lot cooler than another, oh, I'm the hero, I won.
Sure.
Like,
Yeah.
Ben was the hero in the end,
Yeah, definitely.
but
I
he
don't
wasn't
know.
throughout the entire series.
I wish we would have got more about the Knights of Ren too.
So he's
Like-
alive?
No, he's dead.
No, he's dead.
Well,
because-
So what?
well,
What are you
No,
telling me?
I told, like I said, he used it once he became back alive after she
Oh,
used it.
to bring
In,
her
in
back.
another twist where he was like, I'm going to bring you back now. He did it.
And now
he
he's
died.
dead.
Yeah,
Okay.
I wish that Rey had stayed dead and he was alive because then he would have to.
That's so fucking stupid.
Yeah, that was the biggest part of it. The ending where I was like, I think it would have been a cooler story, especially if we get another 3 movies. If Ben had to pick up
Yeah.
the pieces of what he broke. I have enjoyed everything TV show related that Star Wars has put out yet.
Yes,
sure.
I agree.
For
So
sure.
like with the bad and the good with Obi-Wan, whatever. I think it's been really good so far.
Yeah.
There's been some points where I'm like, did that need to happen?
Are you
Well-
talking about the jungle scene where Leia's running away?
That was a little stupid. Also, the fucking trench coat scene was also
That
like,
was so
that's
fucking
cheesy.
funny.
Also
They could have
the-
put her in a fucking cart.
You
You're
just-
telling me there's no carts? You could have like just put her in and like walk her through the fucking.
Obi-Wan is walking and you just see a second pair of legs
There's 4
walking
feet,
right
you
I'm
know,
like,
behind
yeah,
him.
what the fuck is happening here? But like generally, I think that Disney and Dave Filoni and what's his fucking name? John Favreau have done a
yeah.
great job with the TV shows, and I'm so fucking excited for Ahsoka because she's my favorite character
Yeah.
in the Star Wars
It's gonna
universe.
be good.
Anyways, I'm
I
excited.
really like that the prequels are being loved now.
Well, it's because everybody who grew up with them are now adults.
Yeah, that's also because the
Yeah,
latest ones
Clone
are fucking
Wars
garbage.
Also,
What?
Clone Wars, absolute
Clone
best.
Wars also saved the prequels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't finished Clone Wars. Don't talk about it.
Ooh, damn.
Yeah.
Watch
You
Bad
knew that.
Batch
We
yet?
talked about that.
I didn't
know.
know that.
Yeah, I haven't
Wait.
finished them.
What about Rebels?
Haven't started.
She
Rebels.
hasn't even started. Red.
I
You
did
need
watch.
Rebels.
I did watch the first season of the Bad Batch. I think, which so
You
that's.
haven't watched the Clone Wars yet, man.
I know. It just looks so
You
cool.
don't- you
It's cool, but you
I've heard. I've
you
heard.
don't
I've heard you
need
can
the
watch
Clone
it.
Wars
Yeah.
to watch the Bad
you
Batch.
can't
what I've heard.
appreciate it as much.
You
Okay,
can. It
so-
stands alone as its own story, like Rogue One.
It does. It does, but I think you'll appreciate like Rogue One more or things.
I'm
if you
gonna
watch
watch it eventually, and I did watch one episode of Rebels.
Like the first episode, or like just a random
No,
episode?
I think
my.
Nora pulled it up for me to watch. It was the Rebels is where Obi-Wan kills Darth Maul, right?
Oh, right. You
Yeah.
told me.
And
that you
yeah,
saw
I've
that.
seen
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
That was
The best
amazing
lightsaber duel in Star Wars.
Yeah, that was really really cool.
Super
and
dope.
that's the only episode. Like Nora was like, "This is the
It's
coolest
like
thing."
that one and Anakin and Obi-Wan's lightsaber
Yeah.
duel on Mustafar.
Yeah.
We're getting to the end, but I'm sure, I'm positive, even though we didn't even bring up a topic yet, we just kept going. You have one, I'm
I
sure.
have some sci-fi topics. I have some gaming topics because we have a gamer guest.
You do.
Gamer.
We have a good 20 minutes left.
Not gonna know the word that I'm
19
about
minutes
to read.
left.
though.
May can't hurt us. She's here.
If you were to be isekai'd, what
What?
world would you want to get? What game world would you want to get?
It's an
stuck?
anime. So
Should we
I'll
explain
this since
isekai?
it's
Okay.
an anime term.
All right.
I'm the expert. Isekai is when you are not from the world and you are put into that world. So
Okay.
like,
Usually the
Um,
protagonist like gets hit by a truck saving some little kid.
right, and they're in a different
And
world.
they wake up and they're in a different world.
Okay.
Game world that they
Like
play
Ready
all the
Player
time,
One
or-
is
Yeah.
an isekai
Okay.
without being isekai'd.
he's not stuck.
He's not
Or
stuck
like
there.
Tron.
Yeah,
Tron is-
yeah. So,
is-
but usually you're stuck there, like Tron. Tron, he is stuck there. But usually isekai is longer. Like you're there
Well-
for a very extended period of time, where Tron was like a few days.
All right. Well, all of my favorite games are like end of the world type shit.
Usually
And
it
I
is.
don't want to fucking be in any of those. Like The
No other
Last
choice.
of
You're getting
Us.
sucked into a game. Which one is it?
Not The Last of Us. I'd be dead. I wouldn't
Be a
even want to be
clicker.
living.
Oh, I would be isekai in The Last of Us.
Really?
Yeah.
You think you'd live?
I'd rather be in a
No, he would
post-apocalyptic world than like
What a
pre-apocalyptic.
muscle man this guy is.
Like, honestly, I wish we would just get an apocalypse already, because we're like in the in-between spot. Like, just fucking do it or don't. Like, fuck.
I mean, my favorite games are The Last of Us and Gears. And those are both terrible. Like aliens and fucking zombies. I don't know if I would be okay during a zombie apocalypse. I don't know. Let me think on it. Hunter, where would you go?
Mass Effect.
I knew that.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't even know. I don't even know what you had to
Fucking
answer the question. I would
easy.
100,000% if I could pick, go to Mass Effect. When you get isekai, you always end up with like some type of power and
You
stuff.
do.
So
Well,
you know,
usually
The
you
God
have
of the
knowledge.
world
yes,
usually-
Usually
you
you have
always
knowledge of being isekai, so you can like sort of like work around that.
Yeah, so
You
yeah,
understand
so I
the game's
Mhm,
mechanics.
exactly.
I wouldn't mind the Guardians of the Galaxy game. That was a
Oh.
super fun game.
I heard it was good.
It was so fun. The soundtrack was amazing.
Just like the
Story.
movies.
I wouldn't mind being in the Guardians game.
Just Guardians in general.
Yeah, that's true.
So Marvel.
I've hopped off the Marvel train though.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
There's just too many. I need to watch this to understand this, and then
There
I need
is
to
a
know this to see this, and it's
You
too
guys
much.
are fucking clouded in judgment.
Why?
Because they're good. There's like,
Did you
it's
watch
fun.
Miss Marvel
I
yet?
did. It was a really good episode.
He did.
Even though
He
they
instantly watched
completely
it and
changed
came
the
right to
character for the
us.
show.
Really?
I
Came right to
watched
Are you
it.
excited for She-Hulk?
Not
Yeah,
really.
kind of
I am
excited for shit.
100%.
Really?
I do not. I'm very skeptical on the CGI.
I am also very scared. But the CGI for Sonic was shit in the beginning, and then they fixed that, so maybe.
But it's a human though. Like
Yeah.
that's fully CGI'd.
Yeah.
Like it's not just the trailer.
They've
it's that they're
never made a Hulk character before in Marvel Studios. There's no way they could do it.
no,
No,
but
there's
it's
no way.
not Hulk. Hulk is not purely just a human that they CGI'd. She-Hulk is a human that they are fully
Yeah.
CGIing. It's different.
The actress
Hulk
who
has some like
plays-
unrealistic like She-Hulk just looks like a really swole girl.
She-Hulk doesn't have unrealistic proportions.
She does, but not in the way like Hulk or like a fucking monstrosity. And she's just like fucking ripped.
They
and
gave
tall.
Hulk some fucking curves and an ass, and they're like, "Look at your face." I don't know. I am skeptical, but I'll watch it for the actress.
Tatiana Maslany.
Did you watch? What is
Golden
it?
Gift.
What is it? What is it?
Orphan Black.
Orphan
Fucking
Black.
best show
It
that's been on
was
TV in
fucking
years.
amazing, and
These
like
idiots haven't watched it.
you guys are dumb.
Yeah, I need to still.
First of all, so as her, like her acting range is amazing. She's
Yeah.
playing like 7.
So many, like 10 different clones on
Yeah,
that show.
it's and they're all
In
so
scene
fucking
with each other.
different. They're all in scenes with each other. Like it's amazing. So I would watch it for her, just because she's amazing, and you guys need to watch Orphan Black immediately. And also all of the Prime things that I've told you to watch. Like you're really dropping the fucking ball.
What about
here.
all the shit we tell you to watch? Okay.
What do you
goes
mean?
both
What have you
ways.
told me to watch?
Right.
Besides- I'm getting to it. But you guys have to do the Prime Video stuff.
What do you
Yeah, what do you
They
want?
haven't seen The
Invincible and
Boys.
The Boys is great.
Oh,
The
yeah.
Boys
I
is
love The Boys.
amazing. They haven't seen Invincible.
I haven't seen Invincible.
I read the
You're all
comics.
dead.
Well,
to
I
me.
don't
read the
have Amazon
comics.
Prime anymore.
Share
All right.
your passwords with each other.
I hear Invincible is really good.
It's so
I hear
good.
it's really good. I really want to watch it.
See, I've read the boys. I've read some of the boys' comics.
And
too,
you've
so.
read the Invincible
I
comics.
read Invincible all the way up through like 120.
So you guys need to watch them. Nora and I
I'll
were
watch it.
watching The Boys before I came over.
The Boys,
Oh,
the new
really?
season.
No
Yeah.
boys.
I need to see it.
Yes, you do. They open. It's like the first episode really sets the tone for the entire season.
That's
Like, have you seen the first episode of Black Mirror?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, you'd remember it if you did. So
Is
it's
that the
like
one where they fuck a pig?
yes,
Yeah.
yeah, it is. So it's similar to that, but it also like the Boys makes for that episode look like baby stuff.
I'm excited.
Damn.
Wait, Joey, what game would you get isekai into?
Probably any Legend of Zelda.
Never played.
That's a good one.
But if I had to pick one in particular, it'd probably be Wind Waker. Just live that island life.
He's like, I just break pots.
Sail
and
around in
get
my
rookies.
Breaker's great.
in my
Where are you going, Carter?
Horizon.
I don't know.
I knew it. I literally, when
Sorry,
I
didn't
was
mean to
saying
cut
it
you
earlier,
off.
literally earlier when I was like, I thought you were gonna, and then he started talking. I was like, okay.
Horizon. I would want to
Yep.
be in Horizon.
Horizon. I
scary.
knew it.
Dude, that's a apocalyptic
I knew
world.
you would
It doesn't matter. That shit's so cool.
Mhm.
I think Fallen Order, for real, though. I think the Star Wars universe is great, and I would want to be in it.
That was a great game.
It was a
It was.
fucking great game.
Can't wait for Survivor.
Yeah, that
Survivor's
was
gonna be
amazing.
fucking
Where Star
bad.
Killer
I'm
comes
sure
and
they'll
fucks
drop
shit
the
up.
ball on it, ruin
No, no, no,
everything.
no,
You think
no,
that's
no.
Star Killer in the back?
Dude,
of the
it's so Star Killer. It's
No.
100% Star Killer in the background in
No.
that back to tank.
tank? No.
We're at an hour and 26.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
The
you're gonna
editor's
have to
gonna be
edit the shit out of
pissed.
this. We're not making it for ramen, by the way.
Well, maybe the person with the
We had it
fucking
25
time in
minutes
front of
ago.
him, then
We
like
went to ramen.
I am not gonna do this right now.
you have it recording in front of you. You could just tell us, "Oh, we're getting close. Let's stop."
Every time I do that, it's always.
We have more content. to make.
I think you've done that one time.
You've done it once.
Kill everybody. Everybody's dead.
No, I mean,
We're all
Hunter's
dead.
told us one time, and then I was like, we need more content.
Everybody's dead to me. Anybody have any last minute questions?
No,
for
no
May?
one has.
May, thank you for editing this episode.
Where do you stream?
I
Hunter
stream
used to
on
stream, but he
Twitch.
gave up.
My name is Mellia on Twitch.
There's
MAYLEAHHH. 3 H's. H
Mellia.
times
Leviosa.
three.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. This has been Older and Dumber. As always, we have the non-believer in himself and his own content, Carter Radion.
It's true. That's me. To my left,
Right. God.
Joey Schichtel.
Find me everywhere on the internet at Slooty Mage. And of course, we've got at Voice of Hunter, Hunter Taylor, signing off.
That's me. Hello. And our fabulous guest, Twitch streamer extraordinaire, editor of Goods, Mellia.
I have to burp. There it is.